Welcome back guys, this is Shrikant. Now we are going to understand how to create my first database in Microsoft SQL Server. Okay. In last video I talked about how to connect to the respective server where our server is installed, right? So we talk about the database type, database engine, then we talk about the server, how to find it, right? Then also we talk about the authentication mode. That you can go with the Windows authentication, or you can go with the SQL Server authentication, or you can go with Azure if you are on cloud and you want to connect your cloud database from the SSMS. Okay. Now, as a beginner, I connected to my server, right? And I want to start from a scratch and I want to create my first database. How could I do that? So for that, you need to go to your respective server, right? This is the one which is my server. There, if you click on a plus sign on your server, you can see a multiple folders here. The first folder is databases, second folder is security, third folder is server object, fourth application, always on high availability, then management, then integration, service catalogs, SQL Server agent, and the event path, right? So all these are called as the objects, and these are basically the container, right? So SQL Server is one server. In the server we have multiple options, and we have the multiple uses of a multiple options. Okay, so we are going to talk about the databases now. For example, if you want to create the login, that's the username and password, you need to go to the security just to give a brief idea. Then server object, if you want to add some server kind of object like link server, if you want to add, then you need to go to the server object. If you want to do a replication, then you need to do that thing in replication folder. If you want to set up always on high availability, then you need to set up that part there. And integration services, SQL Server agent, all these things are separated, right? So every folder has the different option. But right now, as a beginner, I don't know anything. I want to start from scratch. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to create my first database on my server, right? So what you need to do in that case, you simply click on a plus sign. The moment you will click on a plus sign, you only be able to see the system databases, then database snapshot, and all other databases would not be there because these are created by me for my different purposes. So the first time when you have installed your machine, when you install your server on your local machine, you will see only the databases, system databases, and other part. So in the system databases, you would see four databases: the master, model, MSDB, 10DB. These are the system defined databases which would always be present on every SQL Server, right? Every databases has their own purpose. We'll talk about those, or you can also go through other videos which are already uploaded, and I have a detailed explanation related system databases. You can go through that. So what I'm going to do, I want to create my first database. Just I'll go to the databases, we'll click on right, or I'll do right click there. One pop-up option will come. This is a pop-up. There I'll add new databases. So what exactly database is? Database is in a container. This is a container for what? It is a container for your tables, for your store procedure, for your functions, for your views. So if you want to find a specific store procedure, specific table, specific view, or some security related stuff, also you can find it in the database, right? So to segregate databases, we have to create a separate databases, right? So to create database, we need to give a name. Let's say I'm giving a name as mydb one. This is my database name. Then you can see here there are database file section. So there are two types of file. When we create a database, two file get created on a specific location. You can find the location here, path, if you want to see. Now this is a path where the files get created on your machine, right here inside this. We'll talk about that, but right now it's not that much important. So only important part is when you create a fresh database, two type of file get created, right? One is data file, right, and another is a log file. So for data file, the extension master data file .mdf, and for the log file it just it is within extension ldf, log data file, right? So you may have multiple log data file, you may have multiple data file, it depends on you. So you can simply add it from here. So right now I'm just creating my first database, so this file will automatically be added, and I'm clicking on OK. My database name is my_db_1. So this is a simple process to create the database. The moment the database it get created, it would appear here. So if you want to see the structure, you can come here and you can see in my databases, I can see the table folder, I can see the view folder, I can see the programmability section, storage, security. In the programmability, I can again find store procedure, functions, triggers, type, and other things, right? So this is a blank databases, which blank database basically which I created, and where it is under the container called as a databases. So databases is a general database. In the databases we'll have all other databases, right? And in the database, respective database, we'll find our respective table and other stuff. Okay, another way to create the database is from the SQL command. How we can do that? You simply need to write create. I'm going to explain a basic syntax where this database get created without having a lot of complicated logic. So you need to simply write the query like create database, then database name. I'm giving my db2. Okay, so you can type here my database mydb2, create database mydb2. This is just one line query. Simply run it. Okay, command completed successfully. Now I can see I'm not able to find my db2. What you need to do is you only need to do one thing here. Go to databases, refresh all the databases, okay, and find my db2. Here you can find my db. This is a database we have just created, and the syntax for this would be the same which we have created through the GUI, graphical user interface, right? All syntax is same, everything is same. So these are two techniques to create your first database for your organization, right? Hope you guys enjoyed this video regarding how to create a database. If you guys like, enjoy, please don't forget to share and subscribe with your friend, with your community, and thanks for watching.